Hello guys, Grumpy. Welcome to Game Dev Tycoon. It's a game where you get to build your own software studio and see how far you can get. Well, I think you're supposed to try to finish the game, but I'm not that good, so I'll try to see how far I can get before I go bankrupt. So first we got to name our company. And let's see, we're just going to call it Grumpworks. And name my player, I'll just be Grumpy. Now, a funny story about this game is the developers put the torrent of this game up on themselves, save the pirates the trouble of having to crack it. But what they did do is if you download their version of it, it's got piracy in the game, and near the end of the game, it gets so bad where you go bankrupt, there's no way to win. And the funny story is a lot of people were complaining to the developers about the piracy, not knowing, I guess, apparently that the piracy only occurs if you pirated the game. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So you can pick male or female, and then you can change your hair color and your outfit. So we'll just go with that. And it's as good as anything. So let's choose a save slot. Now you can see my last company is called BioFlare. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game. So basically, we start off in the garage. You can see my little car there. Apparently, I drive a DeLorean, what it looks to me like. But anyway, so at the start of the game, I've got the tutorial disabled because I've already played this game like 3 or 4 times. I only bought it yesterday, but it usually takes me about an hour to play a game before I die, or go bankrupt. But anyway, we're going to make a game. So first thing you got to do is name the game. And so I'm just going to call it Football Blast. Now there's a game like this. This game's actually a knockoff of the other game. The other game's called Game Dev Story. It's an Android game. Very fun game, so I'd recommend playing that. If you're looking for a good game for a smartphone, that's a very good game. But this is a clone of it, but not identical clone, but it's basically a knockoff. So we got to pick our topic. We're going to do sports. And we got to pick a genre. And we're going to do action. That's a good match. So we can't just pick. You kind of want to pick something that matches. So like, you don't want to do say like two that don't match. Because I don't have many selections right now. I have to research them later. But first thing we got to do is pick our platform. The only 2 platforms I got is the PC and the G64, which is what they're calling the Commodore 64. And so it's pretty cool. They changed the names up a little bit. So this follows game history. So we've got 30 years we got to make it through 30 years, try to get a company as big as possible. And so this is how much is the initial starting cost to do this game. So we're going to make a game for the Commodore 64, or they call it the Govador 64. And we're going to use 2D graphics, version 1, which is probably just 8-bit graphics. And so now we see these 4 things at the top. Oh. Okay, now here we got to allocate our resources. So how much time are we going to spend on each of these things? Now this is an action game, so we're not going to spend any time on story or quest. We put that all the way down. It actually still spends a little bit of money on it. But on a football game, I want really good gameplay, so I'm going to max that out. Leave engine about halfway. And now here's what I was going to show you. Now here you can see the progress bar, but you see these 4 things up here. This is the game design. The higher that it is, the better. And over here on the right is technology. That's how advanced the game is, how good the engine is, and how good the sound effects are, and that kind of thing. So next we've got these 3 sliders. We got AI. I think that's important for a football game. Level design is kind of important. Dialogues, not important at all. So we're going to lower that one all the way. And so as you can see, these bubbles popping up, and they go up here in these 4 things. We got bugs. We got to get rid of bugs after we make the game. Okay, now we got to do graphics. I want really good graphics. I want really good sound. World design, not so much. So we're going to minimize that one. So this game's going to be. This is a game. It's going to be one of them games, kind of hollow, I guess, with good graphics and sound. This is people wanting a sports title. Now over here, the bugs. After we get through making the game, we got to get rid of the bugs. And finally, we got research over here on the right. So as you can see right now, the bugs are going down, and these two are still going up. We're just finishing it up. So we wait till all those go up. You can still see one go up occasionally. And now we finish the game. Now the time is advancing. You can see it right here, so we don't want to waste too much time. And so we've got 9 for design and 17 for technology. Now the higher these numbers are, the better. This is going to be a pretty decent game for our very first game. And see all these different things are here. They level up artificial intelligence, world design, graphics, sound. So now we just release the game. And over here you can see how many fans we've got, how much cash we've got, and the time, year, month, and week. Okay, now we get our first game review. So if we get 6s, we're happy. 7's really good. 8's really good. This is going to be a really good game for our first attempt. Oh yeah. And so what we're trying to do at this first start off at the game, we got a 7.5 overall review. That's not bad for our first game. So what we want to do on the very first game is let's try to get some money because we're going to make our own game engine. Okay, we just released our first game, Football Blast. The game received favorable reviews. With such a good start, Grumpworks are sure to gain fans quickly. So now if we look at the top right, you can see how many units we've sold. You can see this bar going up. First Football Blast sold 7,000 units since first week. We made it on the charts at number 23. Now we have 51 fans of that first week. So as you can see right here, it sells for the second week, and they're going to slowly drop off till the game comes off the shelf. That's the sales record of 10,000 units. If we sold 1 unit, we broke our sales record because it's our first game, so I don't know what's up with that. But we got a little more cash than we did originally. So now we can also do research. So we want to research something here. This is what we want to research here. It costs 50 RP, that's research points. So we get research points by, when we make games, we get research points. So we get enough, we'll research custom game engines. But right now we could also research new topics. I'm not going to do that yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and start our second game. So I want to pick another genre. And I'm going to do a military game. Call of Duty. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna do a military game, and we got to pick our genre. We're gonna do action. So we got starting off. We got 5 different genres, and we can also unlock more. But you kind of want to pick genres that match, like I said, after the first game. So military and action match pretty good. Now, as you can see right here, there's 2 different platforms I can develop on right now, G64 and PC. I'm just going to keep doing the G64. It costs more money to initially make the game. It's 20K as opposed to 5K, but it's a bigger market share, so we'll make more money. So now we're going to stick with these 2D graphics. Now there's Easter eggs in this game. You can actually develop real-world games. I don't remember which one I did. It wasn't SimCity, but it was another. It might have been SimCity. But anyway, I'm gonna put more time into the engine this time. But anyway, it was an Easter egg. I unlocked I made a copy of a real-world game, and it gave me an achievement. And I can't remember what the game was though. So dialogue's nothing. Well, it's still an action game, so we can actually leave these sliders pretty much as they were. I tweaked the first one a little bit. That's fine. So we almost got enough research points. We're going to stick with graphics and sound. I think I want to raise world design just a hair. Now see over here we got basic sounds. What they mean by basic sounds, that's that PC buzzer. It just goes beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. It's no voice, no sound files whatsoever. It's just beeps and boops. We're using the internal speaker on the PC right now. And we got 2D graphics. It's that version 1 is probably just 8-bit graphics. Which I don't know. This stuff seems to be doing pretty good on Steam right now. And this just tells you that the G64 is steadily outselling the PC sector. This game kind of tries to follow history. So initially, yeah, that Commodore 64 did do better than the PC. But we'll see what happened to the Commodore 64 a little later. And then the experts are predicting that this might spell the end of the competing hardware manufacturers. We all know that didn't happen, or else we wouldn't have PlayStation 3s. So 21,000 units, and I made $147,000. Well, these scores are kind of bad actually. 10 and 10. This game's gonna do worse than the first game. Oh, so I shouldn't have clicked it yet. See, they were still going up there. Well, I set a new record for that one anyway. Now, see, I get bonuses for the experience gain for different things, like because it was a new topic, military, I'd never used it before. I get a bonus for doing a new combo, and then if it's a good combo, I get a bonus too. So I got a bonus of 1.6. So now we just gotta wait for the reviews to come in. This review, I doubt very seriously if it'll be as good as the first one. Ooh, horrible. This is unexpected. This could be enough to really hurt our company. Early on, I might be okay. Later on, when you this is what bankrupts you. If you're kind of in the mid game, once you're actually working out of a software studio, scores like this, you pretty much just ended the game. But you can get away with it early on. And so now, this tells you to do contract work. Now, in game dev story, that's a viable option. Here, it doesn't seem like it pays much money. It doesn't seem like it pays enough to pay for the salary of your employees, honestly. But see, we can go ahead and start developing our third game because we're like right now, Call of Duty's. Okay, Ninvento is planning to launch its very own home gaming console. So it's just a rumor, but in a month or two or three, they're gonna launch the Nintendo and they're gonna come out with Dinky King. Many industry experts doubt that home gaming consoles will take off, but we are eager to see what Ninvento will deliver. And so let's see if we can do some research. I'm going to go ahead and develop a let's do a pirate game. And we're going to start research on this. Now see, so far the first game or two, I tried to concentrate on technology, which is graphics and sound and stuff, but you can concentrate on the gameplay and the level design and that kind of stuff more. So ideally what you want to have is you want to have everything in the game be good, but you know, there's just some games the gameplay is really good, the graphics may not be so good, like a lot of indie games. So it's really up to you how you want to distribute everything. So we're going to call this game Pirates. We'll just call it Pirates. Half the time I forget to name them anyway. So it's going to be a pirate game. I'm going to do an adventure game this time. We're going to pick our platform. We're going to go with this one again. I'm going to stick with the 2D graphics. Eventually we'll get the ability to... Yeah, so that game did horribly. Maybe they didn't like the name, I don't know. Here we go. So this is a pirate. This is an adventure game. So we're going to want to put our resources in story quest. Not so much on the engine. Maybe a little less on the gameplay. Let's go ahead and go with that. See what happens. So ideally, we want this number and this number to be as high as possible. Okay, it just announced they launched the, whatchamacallit. Okay, dialogues, we want a lot of dialogues. Adventure game, you need very little artificial intelligence. We want good level design. Now, when I'm thinking adventure game here, I'm not thinking of a game like Tomb Raider. I'm thinking more of like one of those old where you got to find the hidden objects, that kind of game. Maybe like Monkey Island and stuff like that. King's Quest. Graphics, sound, world design. I'm going to raise world design just a hair. I have a feeling this game may not do good either, but I don't know. But see, every time I make a game, this stuff's leveling up. So now we got to wait till these bugs go down to nothing. And these two numbers can still go up. So we'll hold on a second, see if any of them still go up. Occasionally, you'll add more bugs to the game. And see, yeah, technology's kept going back up. But we have enough money to develop our new game engine. We got a new record there. Now see how the stuff's leveling up. So as this stuff levels up, that means the next game we make, this stuff will be even better. So I leveled up too. That's me down there at the bottom. Okay, let's see what kind of review we did here. That's well, at least it got away from those 5s. Come on, let's get an 8. Ooh, no, that's horrible. Ooh, this isn't looking good. Come on, give me a 7 at least. There we go. So what would that be overall? Overall, that would be a 6.25. So not good. It could have been better. So let's go ahead and research our custom game engine. So we got some money here, but honestly it's going to cost $150,000, so 120 or 150 to develop our first game engine. So we don't have much money. I may go ahead and make one more game before I actually develop my first game engine, but I have the ability to make one now. And research available gamepad. Now I want to go ahead and wait. Yeah, I will go ahead and do one more game because I want to research gamepad, but I don't have enough research points now. So this looks like a good place to wrap up the first episode.